Well, I believe my storage device ended up getting full. This is part two. Run through this probably a little quicker, but who knows. So, like I was saying, there's a video that well documents this. It's like the C556. I don't remember what it is, but there's a good amount of views on that. Helps a lot of people with Honda. Dielectric grease, never used. I don't think I've ever used these heat shrinking tubes. This was another one that I got for $5. This is the original, I think. I think the new one's in the kitchen. I've got a ton of these. These are, free. These are the Kleins. I've used these on a lot of things, and I've wrapped these things with a lot of electrical tape one time in order to insulate them so that I could work on a hot circuit. Did so illegally for who I thought was a friend. And replaced the circuit breaker box. He went through a fit of roid rage. He was doing steroids at the time, messing with the breaker back and forth, and ended up blowing it in the summer of all things because he was overloading it. So we replaced the whole thing. I told him to go with a 200 amp one, upgrade it, but he was like, no, and I didn't have the money or something. I said, I'll take less, just do it the right way so you don't have to go back and do it again. What's the point in wasting the money? His wife later on became my girlfriend's boss, 10 plus years after the fact. This was down, and this was back in like probably 2001, 2002. Probably summer of '01 actually is what it was. Fluke tone generator. I'm not going to pull all that out either. It's in there, I assure you. Kleins, this. That's the book that came with it. I've done a review video on this. I've never used these body hammers. This is the box that for the item up there. Power Pro 3. Master combo kit. This is an amazing tool. I don't really know how to use it to its full potential. And I don't know what's in this one. Okay, nothing you can't see. This is my pneumatic one. And here are the locks for when I lock the garage. Air nozzle, another air nozzle. I have a leak down tester in my other toolbox. Here's a compression tester. All the Teflon I get. The last Teflon I got for the oil drain apparatus was junk. It was so thin. This is from trucking. I have another one of these with an angle. These I used to. Don't know where it's hiding at. Air gauge. Not all that great. That's Harbor Freight. I've owned that for many years too. Garage door openers, which one of them only the top button works. And those all need to be replaced. I have never used this needler. And, I can't remember how long ago I bought this. I don't think I bought this all that long ago. I think it was an old box. Never used it. This I've had a very long time, I believe. And I think I used that to clean heads off of a Civic back in like 90, or back in like 04, 05, maybe even 06, I don't know. Bunch of flashlights. I've had a lot of these. I've given a lot of these away. Razor blades, different kinds of razor blade holders. I got this at the state fair just for signing up. And never really used it. I don't know what I got on it. This you have to have when you're trying to get the screws out of your rotors that attach the rotors to the probably spindle on CRX or some other Honda. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was probably the CRX. I needed these 88 little screwdriver set. I just got all these for Labor Day. I don't remember where the heck I got this. I don't know. I might have even gotten that for free out of the junkyard. This is what I was talking about. This is a Craftsman all-in-one. And man, I've worn it off. You can't even... There. Might be able to... It's like... Something's like very... barely even visible on it. You're not going to be able to see it. But this is an all-in-one. And these were great. Because instead of having 6 screwdrivers on your tool belt, you just had this one. And you would... get this dang thing to focus. And this is the one too. I was building homes on... This would be a long story, but I'm going to have to cut it short. I was building homes. Just started the job on Monday, September 10th. And the second day on the job, we got, no real power. We've got a little bit of power, but there's nothing hooked up. All new division. There's no TVs, nothing. We have to rely upon the radio. 9/11 happened in 2001 on my second day on a Tuesday. And we had to listen to everything on the radio. It was as if it was a joke. It was like a world of war, or War of the Worlds, as if that was being, played on us. I didn't actually see any footage until I got home. And on the way home at the 7-Eleven around the corner, they were bringing out the newspapers, special edition, that showed the towers smoking, and they had already fallen by then. But this right here, where I had zapped this, we kept tripping the breaker. So what I did was I put in another breaker, or I put something else on another line. I can't remember what it was. I checked it with the voltmeter and said it was dead. And then all of a sudden it was hot. And man, it just blew this thing. But I absolutely love this screwdriver. It doesn't function all that well. It really needs some assistance. But man, did this thing work well as being an electrician or an electrician's apprentice. This is that Harbor Freight security. God damn it. That just tore that. Oh, that sucks. Security bit set. Pause. This is a great screwdriver for wanting to get some torque on something. That's what it works best for. Other than that, it's not really a great speed screwdriver. This is some odds and ends stuff. I need to rebuild the seals. Or not rebuild, I need to replace the seals and repack the wheel bearings on this thing because it's probably starting to get up there. I haven't used these yet. This is for installing tires, I think. Yeah, on bicycle. This thing is amazing. I just used this guy, as a matter of fact, to put the C-clips down on those tires at the base there, the big tires. This thing's a piece of junk. Don't even buy it. You are not going to fit those in. You're going to have to break those all off and just use one at a time. I got this from a friend. Actually, I got it from the guy. I bought that car for $200. Didn't run. And they had given up on it. Mazda dealership couldn't figure out how to fix it. I went online to forums and figured out that the fuel pressure regulator was punctured and it was pushing fuel right into the intake, filling up the cylinders and hydrolocking it. Guy knew it. He didn't tell me. I could have set my whole shop on fire. Very dangerous situation. Could have burned everything down. He's an asshole for doing that. And still an asshole to this day, but he he tried giving me a lot of things in order to get that car back, and I never did give it back. It runs like a champ. I love it. Best $200 I ever spent. He almost manipulated me into giving it back to him. My grandfather talked me out of it and told me that I don't need to be doing that. And he's right. You know, you win some, you lose some. This is one of the times where I came out ahead. But he gave me this, and he used to use it. It's got his initials on it, and his date. Used to calibrate everything. Jesus, 1978. It's the year I was made. Just bought these. These were an item that was on discount for Amazon. I had already owned these from Harbor Freight. This is like the plumbing one. This tool is a piece of crap. All it did was flare it out. It did not pull the bushing off or the nut. Don't even bother buying this. This was off Amazon. This thing was awesome. I think I bought that. I actually sent my girlfriend out to go buy it at Lowe's. Haven't used this yet. These are supposed to cap off the showers. Got bushings here. I actually bought another one of these, not realizing I already owned one. Took that one back. I don't know what I'm going to put in here. It's empty. And the final drawer. Oh, 4 grinders. These were all from the Christmas Eve haul. I know if I don't open a couple of these, people are going to be like, there's nothing in there. Never opened them. I actually owned 5 of these. I bought 4 and I had already owned 1. So that should be plenty for all the different heads I would put on them. And hopefully you'll just be able to know by the weight. So, ouch. This one's full too. Take my word for it. There's one in. So, Rob Wrenches, this one was for you. Part 2 of the toolbox tour. And if this stuff's still here after Hurricane Irma rips through, and there's not another hurricane after that, you know, because this is only early September. It could go all the way up to November. There'll be a future tour, or a tour in the future that'll be much better. And I'll try not to retell the same stories.